Hello and welcome to FPL Natty. So glad you can join me on my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, but you know how it gets sometimes. And also, just to let you know, I am also on TikTok. So I've been trying to battle between the different kind of platforms at the moment. So you can try and follow me on there as well. It's FPL Natty, the same as this really. But welcome back. I'm so glad that you guys are here yet again. And as you can see by the thumbnail, it is my team selection for game week number 20. So game week number 19, before we get into number 20, was actually a decent game week for me, and I will let you know that in a minute. But I am just so excited about FPL. This game week was quite long. Game week 19 was just a little bit too long, and I was just waiting for the next games. But there's a game tonight, and we are back on this train for regular games, including cup games and Champions League, Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup. It's really exciting time, and I am just happy to be a part of this journey with you guys. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please show it some love, give it a thumbs up. And as you can see, I've got my mini league up there. You can see how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, so you can see how I'm doing. But yeah, just give it a follow, give this channel a like. I really do appreciate it. But let's just jump right in and let's see how my team has done and what changes I'm gonna make for game week number 20, which is fast approaching. You can see the time. Let's go. So in game week number 19, I took a free hit. It was necessary. My team was just looking so shocking. But as you can see, I done great in game week number 19. I got 69 points on my free hit. Look at that. It's a fat green arrow, up almost 25%. I think I moved up almost 500 places in this game week, which was amazing. I'm still at 1.5 million in the world, but we are approaching. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get to the top there. We are making some ground on the top 10k. Actually, I'm 130 points off of the top 10k, so I know that I've got a lot of work to do. But there were some good players I want to give a shout out to. Leno done fantastic for me. He had a double game week, so he got massive save points, particularly against Chelsea, which they won against. My Chelsea boys that I brought in for this game week, Cucurella and Mount, done absolutely crap. First of all, Cucurella was rubbish in the first one, and then I think he got taken off in like the 50th minute, I believe it was. And then in the second game, he didn't even start, and he came on in like the second half, so that was just a complete mess. Mason Mount didn't play for the first game. Second game, he did get an assist, but he also got a yellow card as well. Terrible. What I was good about was that Mitrovic actually got a goal, so I captained him. Yes, I was very disappointed that he got a yellow card, but it was just one of those things, and I was biting my nails when obviously Salah played and Haaland played, because I was thinking all the people that captained them, maybe they're gonna do like an amazing job, but they didn't. As you can see, Haaland only got two, Salah only got two, which is, those are basically just appearing on the pitch, so I was grateful about that. Darwin, he done a terrible job as per usual. Darwin has been crap, so he looks like someone who I may need to be taken out of my squad, because I just can't be forward to having someone who costs almost 10 million and I can move that money around my team. Let's give a shout out to some players that actually done a good job as well. Luke Shaw done fantastic, got a clean sheet, got 3 bonus points, scored a goal as well. Really can't complain about him. He has been fantastic. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm a Man United supporter, so when I see him doing that, I'm just so proud of the journey that he's done so far. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I brought him in as well. He got an assist. I don't think they got a clean sheet. I can't remember. But yeah, it was literally just a clean sheet for him, so he done okay. Andreas got an assist, even though he played 2 games. 5 points isn't too bad, but we also got a yellow card. Rashford scored yet again, so I'm very grateful for that. So overall, 69 points, can't complain. I'm on to the next week, and obviously game week 20, my team reverts back to what it is. Have a look at this. This is literally a hospital waiting list right here. There are so many players in here that I need to ship out. Maybe I should use my wild card for game week number 20. I don't know, but this team is not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. Obviously, I got Kepa in goal. Chelsea defense has been terrible. They are just looking a mess. Graham Potter is tinkering a lot of his squad. He obviously has only just come in, so he's not really sure who his best players are. Mendy's out injured, so he can only play Kepa. Kepa is he's afraid of crosses. Yeah, I think was it Mark Goldbridge said that he must be a vampire because he's afraid of crosses. I thought that's hilarious. But yeah, so Kepa is in my squad currently, so he's gonna stay. Trippier's gonna stay. He's amazing. Everyone knows him anyway. Cancelo seems to be out of favour with Pep Guardiola, so he needs to go. He's going to be the first one that I'm looking to get rid of. And look, alongside him, you got James. He's going to be out for a long period of time. So yeah, James definitely has to go as well. You can see not Cucurella. I don't have him, thank God. Kulachevsky, he has a yellow flag against him, or currently he has a yellow flag against him. Let's see what he does there. Still need to wait and see what Conte says about that one. De Bruyne, Almiron, Rashford, and Haaland are definitely going to stay in my squad, but it's between Darwin and Martial who I'm going to be looking to remove, and I think it has to be Darwin Nunez. As we've heard from Klopp, he seems to be injured. I think it's like a hamstring injury, if I recall. So it's very unlikely he's going to play this game week, and he hasn't been doing very well anyway. And I said I think I want to move some of that money around my team, so it just makes sense that I kind of get rid of him and maybe bring someone else in. So this is what I'm looking at potentially for game week number 20, but that window is closing fast because if you can see the clock behind me, time is running out. So let's have a look here. First of all, I'm looking to put Ward in goal instead of Kepa. I think it just makes sense because they have Nottingham Forest away, and I think Leicester are looking for points at the moment. They have been playing okay. They've been playing well in the cup as well. The FA Cup, I think it was that they won in, and I think that Ward is a decent, obviously good. He's a decent shop stopper, and if you're comparing him to Kappa at the moment, I don't think there's much of a comparison purely because the how do you call it? The feelings, the emotions of the Chelsea defense is very, very low. Okay, so the ego. I'm missing the word, but you know the word. They are feeling a bit down at the minute, so I don't think they are going to really pick that up much right now. And yeah, Ward just has to be in goal for me. So with a back three, there's a new person you can see in there. It's Luke Shaw. Had to bring him in. It just makes so much sense. He has got over 400,000 managers have also done the same thing as I've done because they can see the potential that he has, particularly in this double game week. Yes, that is correct. Game week number 20 is a double game week if you don't know already. It is a difficult one with Man City and Crystal Palace away, but I'm hoping he can pick up points, whether assist points or a clean sheet in the Crystal Palace game. So that is what I'm looking for Luke Shaw. As we know with Trippier, he's one of the most highly owned defenders in the game. Currently second top scoring in his home matches. He's scored 68 points in 9 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 6 clean sheets and 15 bonus points. That guy is an absolute machine. And alongside them in the 3 at the back that I'm looking to do is Ben White. Now the reason I brought him in is because I had no option because I made another transfer which I'm going to talk to you about later. So yeah, that's why I brought him in. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have done. I think this game is going to be a difficult one for Arsenal to keep a clean sheet in against Tottenham. That North London derby is very, very fiery, and I don't think there'll be much returns for Ben White. In my field, I've kept it how it was before. You got Kulichevsky, De Bruyne, Almiron, and Rashford there. All no, three of the four have a double game week, as you can see. So with Kulichevsky, I'm so glad that he's been given the green the green light by Conte, the manager. He said in his conference today that he is going to play and he is ready to play. So he's back after injury, and I'm hoping he plays in both matches. Obviously, it can be very, very difficult for managers who need a player like him, particularly Tottenham, who haven't been playing very well. They need an explosive player to come back. So you want to be protective, but at the same time, you need those points as well. So let's see what happens with that. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't going anywhere in my squad. He has Man United and Tottenham. I'm hoping that in the Man United game he doesn't do anything because obviously I support Man United. But in the Tottenham game, I hope he just gets like 5 goals or something or 3 assists. I don't care. Either way, I hope he does really, really well. Even though he has a reasonably high ownership, I want to be still capable of reaching those points potentials. Almiron, he's back in my squad. Really, really. Amron is back in my squad. He scored the last time he played Fulham. I think he got 15 points, and both of his double-digit hauls have come at home, so I am excited about what Omron is going to do. He's a very, very good player, as we know already. And if you haven't got him in your squad, what are you doing? He's so cheap and he's so good. So just have him. It just makes sense. And alongside him, if you haven't got this guy, and even as a potential captain, you need to have Marcus Rashford. He's in fantastic form, and as I said, he is a potential captain option, even possibly a triple captain option against City and Crystal Palace. We know that against City, Man United might play that counter-attacking football, which Rashford loves so much, going behind the lines, because City play that obviously high press and stuff like that. Possession football, let's see how it goes. It might be raining up there, may give opportunities for those balls in behind. Rashford is very quick on his feet. He is finding the goal from great angles, right and left foot. So let's see what he does in this game. I might be looking at him for a captaincy option. And up front, we have a new guy who is Harry Kane. I had to bring this guy in, Captain Kane. Captain Kane, that is correct. Captain Kane, Captain England, Captain Spurs. He's in my squad for the double game week. As I've said already, he has Arsenal at home and then Man City away. Now, I'm not too bothered about those two games being difficult for Kane, because Kane can score against anyone. There isn't really a team that he doesn't like scoring against, and he has 16 points in his last game week, and last season he scored in both of these fixtures. So there are positive things to get from the fact that Kane is in this squad, and I'm happy that I have owned him. Alongside him, I'm not sure I'm happy about this guy, is Anthony Martial. This guy is he's got more breakages than a box of broken biscuits. Like, seriously, I am worried about Martial and his minutes in this double game week. As you know, he's injured at the moment, and you just don't know what you're going to get. He might play for 16 minutes, he might play for 40 minutes. So you don't really know, and I don't really have much options. You'll see my bench in a minute. I don't really have much options about what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to use my wild card at this time. So Martial's in my squad for this double game week. And none but not least, it is Erling Haaland. Where do you go with this guy? Do you triple captain him? Do you not? Do you captain someone else? Do you captain De Bruyne? These are two tough fixtures, as I said before, and sometimes Haaland has been known to score better against the lower teams rather than the top six teams, and he's playing the two top six teams in Spurs and Manchester United. Will better games come later for Haaland to get a double game week where you can potentially triple captain him? I don't know, but at the moment he's 85% owned, so this could either go horribly wrong or I might dodge a bullet in not captaining him, but let's see about that one. So yeah, currently that looks like who my captain might be. It might be Erling Haaland. That is who I've got it on at the minute. But I might switch it before the deadline. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what happens. And this is my bench. We have Kepa, Andreas, and look at that guy there. John Stones is there. I bought him in this week. I know, I did. But I did it like yesterday. It was like, yeah, I think I did it yesterday, but I think before like a price rise, something like that. And then today, round about, when was it? Around midday, just after maybe 1 o'clock. Pep then says that he's not available for the Manchester derby. So I was literally stumped right then and there. He is on my bench. I don't think he's going to play either of these games, to be honest. And I think it's just too risky to have him in just for one game where he's come back from injury. So I'd rather just have him on the bench and just see what happens. If one of my players doesn't play, then cool, fine. If he comes in and he plays, fine. If he doesn't, then whatever. But I do have Andreas there as my first option. He's actually in really good form, but it's got Newcastle. Newcastle are really, really good, and it's away as well. Fulham are not going to be that great away. Newcastle are going to be so strong, so I don't expect Andreas to get too much. And obviously Patterson is injured, so he's just there as the last player on my subs bench. So that is my team, a 3-4-3 formation, potentially using my triple captain this week. I don't know. I might change my captain this year, but that's my team anyway. So there it is, guys. That is my game week team, or kind of, for game week number 20, my team selection. What do you think about that? Do you think I should use my triple captain this week on Haaland, who has Spurs and Manchester United, or should I use it on Rashford, who does he have? He has City and Crystal Palace. Or maybe another player completely. Should I use it on Kane? who has City and Arsenal. I don't know. I think all those fixtures are very, very difficult for all three of those players, and possibly later on in the season there might be better opportunities to use my triple captain. But I still might stick my captaincy option on, I think, either Haaland or Kane. I think penalties might come into play for Kane, and as we know, Manchester City is just a really, really good team, but they have been struggling recently. So I don't know which way I am going to swing it for this, in terms of swing it for this for this game week. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments below. Obviously, you can only write a comment if you subscribe, so you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on TikTok as well. It's FPL Natty. I'll write in the description below, so you can just link to it straightly, straight there. And guys, I'm so grateful for you to watching my video, and you have a blessed week, and I will see you guys in the next one.